Hi everyone, I'm Olen Gunnlaugson, Professor of Leadership and Organizational Development at University of Laval, Quebec City, Canada. I'm thrilled to be one of the keynotes for the upcoming Integral European Conference. I'll be giving a talk on the WeSpace, and as an emerging field, I want to say just a few things about it today. The WeSpace has in many respects captured the minds and hearts of the integral world at this time. We were thrilled last year with the Global Integral WeSpace Summit to discover initially there's such a strong interest from practitioners to hold this event that took place online. Over 25 catalysts. In the beginning there were only a few of us, but it emerged eventually to be 25 catalysts from Europe and North America that convened the conversations with over 150 practitioners from various fields and communities of practice. What we discovered from this event was that the WeSpace, the time, the historical moment for it is really now. There's some kind of hunger for meeting, for being together, for connecting in this age of dislocation and fragmentation, multitasking, and loneliness, actually. Curiously, these emerging statistics are all symptomatic, in my view, of a deeper underlying restlessness within each of us in our lives, not only personally, but professionally. Perhaps it might be characterized as a hunger for meaning. And in many respects, it's a perennial need, something that's always been there. But what I feel is particularly germane and promising about the WeSpace is it holds possibilities for connecting and also for learning together and for connecting together through emerging modalities of being, of what's actually in us already awaiting contact and awaiting exploration. So there are many different subfields within or subdomains within the WeSpace, but what holds this together as a constellating field is a collective interest in the social field, or what Martin Buber once described as the interhuman sphere of the between. And in taking that seriously and realizing on more deep interior levels that, wow, we are not only connected and connecting, but there's a way in which our relatedness depends on the quality of our ability to engage this space. And so increasingly, organizations, practitioners, professionals from all fields are beginning to wake up and realize, wow, yeah, if we're going to catch the emerging future and really work with stewarding this in a responsible and thriving manner, we need to access and learn how to collectively engage this realm of meeting and of human relationship and learning. What's interesting for me personally and also professionally, I've been stewarding a lineage within the WeSpace in recent years that I'm describing or calling dynamic presencing. Dynamic presencing builds on the work of Theory U, which many of you may be aware of through the Global U Labs. And dynamic presencing is looking at if you take Theory U, you have the left-hand side of the U coming down into the bottom of the U. And at the bottom of the U, it's in that territory that I've been excavating over the past 3 years. And I have a book coming out on that next year, later this year, early next, as well as other projects around Theory U. But what's being engaged there is really up-leveling our presencing capacity at a leadership level, looking more into the interior dimensions of presencing and excavating real capacity to engage that space, again, as a way of being, as a way of living, and as a way of leading. And what I've discovered with my colleagues, my MBA students here, both in Canada and the US, is that there's, again, a real hunger for meaning as an unfolding possibility that we co-create and co-experience in the moment, right here and now. And in the act of doing that, in the act of developing the capacities to stabilize our awareness and our presence at those depths, and to, in a sense, normalize naturalize and bring those depths back into the flavor of here and now, and also in the day-to-day flatland, as Wilbur once characterized modern living, by bringing those depth dimensions alive and opening into those expanses together. We're in a sense reinvigorating our humanity at this time, opening ourselves up to breathe back into what's here and now and what we can explore and be together. And it's to that possibility that I'm really thrilled about the upcoming Integral European Conference, for it needs a home, it needs real contact, this work. While our Global WeSpace Summit was really successful online, we realized after the fact, wow, imagine this in person. And while the upcoming Integral European Conference is not thematically being characterized by the WeSpace alone, it certainly is a prevalent theme, and you will be seeing different lineages and practitioners, many who are at the summit, also at the conference. And so I warmly invite everyone who's interested in this subject to really lean in with us and come with the intent of exploring, co-exploring, and opening into new vistas together that surprise us, that melt and dismantle some of our established ways of thinking, ways of imagining ourselves even. It's that ability, I feel increasingly, to lean into the unknown, but again as a disposition, to actually get comfortable in it. And it's in that invitation that I'm extending to all of you today. And just, yeah, as I contemplate that, that's a thrilling possibility for what awaits us in May. And on that note, I would like to say that there really is, again, this humanizing possibility that comes with work in the we, in the collective, and in the deeper dimensions of that, as that becomes a part of our day-to-day, we increasingly find value in restoring this dimension of life. And in many ways, it's a perennial challenge that every generation has faced. And with new life conditions and this crazy, wild, amazing VUCA context we all find ourselves in increasingly, I'm wagering that, yeah, the WeSpace is in many respects holding a certain key to a pathway together that I feel has hope and promise for life at this time. And so I warmly extend that as a kind of vignette and offering to those of you who are out there who may find resonance in that. And on a more personal level, I look forward to engaging those of you around this work and to exploring more together at the conference. So have an amazing day, and we'll be connecting soon. Thank you.